Sexual. Sexual chocolate. Sexy chocolate.
Sexy chocolate.
Sexy chocolate.
Boy, I tell you, our president campaign. What do we call them?
President-elect. Vice president.
Vice president-elect has announced her running mate.
Finally.
It's going to be Governor Tim Walz.
From Pennsylvania?
From Wyoming. Minnesota.
Wyoming?
Minnesota.
Oh, that's I don't know who the guy
Swing
is.
state, probably. I was trying to find a TikTok video to give me highlights of him, but we'll get into that in our national and world news so I can properly put a montage together so we can figure out.
She is officially
Democratic
president-elect as well.
Democratic pick.
Democratic pick.
He looks like one of the other guys who used to be vice president before.
One of the other guys? Al Gore?
No, one little old white man with glasses and white hair.
He's perfect. By looking at him, he looks like a president.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That'll get the baby boomers.
That'll get the baby boomer. He's only 60.
The ones that's
He's
left.
only 60?
He's only 60.
Oh, he look about 80.
So they got a very, a younger ticket.
How old is Kamala?
She's 58.
Okay.
They got a young ticket, and I think it's smart to pair her with what America is used to, instead of trying to look outside the boat or think outside the box. It's also a stark contrast to what the other guy picked. A little flashy Netflix memoir man who don't got no real policies or anything to go for him except being an influencer of some type. So, I'm not upset about it. I'm not. They said that he's very outspoken. Janet said he's very outspoken, not loud enough, but just enough for his shade. Yeah, there's some big highlights where he is using all of their buzzwords, weird, crazy, all kinds of things. So he's been very vocal in being against MAGA and everything that it stands for. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
Down in Florida, people just hung a billboard over Mar-a-Lago, and it says, "Welcome to Mar-a-Lago, home of the felon." And they said it's a new billboard. The people who posted it, Cycle Pack 24, they said, "We just put this new billboard up outside of Mar-a-Lago to welcome Trump home. It is running now through the election."
Yo,
Yes, good.
Can they do that?
Yeah, they paid for it. I guess so.
Oh, boy.
Anyhow, what a morning it is outside, boy.
It is
Wow.
just wet, steamy, all those things. Hot and steamy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Not too hot. Not too hot.
No, it's not hot.
No.
It's humid. No, today when I went out early, it was just kind of like drizzle. You know that little random mist thing that it does? Little misty rain. You get wet, but you don't be wet. It was kind of chilly. I had to wear a little jacket.
Yeah.
And even here, it's only going to be 77 degrees. Oh, 72 degrees today or 77, I forget. But we'll get into that. Quick check-in. How you doing?
I'm good. Yesterday was such a nice evening for me, I think. What did we do? I went home yesterday and I washed all the laundry in my house. So I'm talking about linens, rugs, everything was washed yesterday. So my house smells like a summer day, a nice summer's evening. Get a summer's evening. And then I went over to Mom's and hung up for a little bit. And then we took a family trip to the mall. And you guys know the five of us run as a pack. So we do little family things together all the time. So we took a family trip to the mall because yesterday was National Underwear Day. Victoria's Secrets were giving out free underwear. No purchase necessary, just a free pair of underwear.
I thought y'all wasn't going to go do the mall. I thought y'all wasn't going to go.
No, we was going to go get our free drawers. That's what's going to happen.
Boy, I tell you, I'm gonna get my
life hack. We did the life hack because they have a pink store and a Victoria's Secret at the mall that we went to. So we got not one, but two free panties yesterday. My sister and I, a pink pair and a Victoria's Secret pair. If you don't know about pink and Victoria's Secret, that's like Old Navy and the Gap. So we went in there and got them two pairs of panties. Very nice panties, as a matter of fact.
I got some very wholesome,
very
wholesome, comfortable drawers.
Oh.
I got a nice cotton pair from Pink, but I did get a little racy lace pink pair from Victoria's Secret.
Oh wow!
And then that's around. It was racing. And then we had dinner from the halal guys. How did you like your food?
Sparkle loved it.
Sparkle did love it.
Sparkle loved it.
Sparkle, it was really good. I'll definitely go get it again. I was thinking about it today. Mm-hmm. It's a very healthy choice.
It is because it's a nice rice, a meat, and then you get a healthy portion of lettuce and tomatoes, and you can pick a little sauce to put on top of it. Very nice little meal. I like halal guys. I mess with them.
And it's clean food.
Yeah, clean food. It's halal guys. It's run by all Haitian people in the South Bay, and that's a very interesting dynamic. And then went home, and I was very, very tired yesterday, so I went to bed very, very early. Woke up this morning upset with a heart attack. I had a dream that I was babysitting Sparkle, and we went to a dog park. The dog park was all golden doodles, and somehow Sparkle got off of his leash, and I couldn't find him.
What?
And then Danielle showed up at the park, and I thought I was going to die. And I just immediately busted out crying when she showed up at the park. And then I woke up.
I was like, what's that sound?
Yeah, I woke up out of my sleep, stressed out because of Sparkle.
Welcome to my world.
That is how my day is going. Today will be a good day, though. It's Tuesday. It's raining. It's a nice day to just chill and relax.
This is the day that the Lord has made.
Triz
Rejoice and be glad in
very,
it.
very nice Tuesday rainy day. Get you in a good mood despite the grayness outside. Music this morning. And so I feel good, and I feel like today is going to be
Let us know how y'all are doing in the comment sections. Let us know how y'all doing. Did anything interesting last night? Anything happened this morning that you want to tell your people? Mm-hmm. We are a community here in the comment section and on Spark FM.
It's a judge-free zone.
Yes, love one, love all.
Yeah.
However, my hand is a little bit more swollen today than it was the last 2 days.
Okay.
With my bee bite, with my bee sting.
Oh no.
Look at it. This whole thing is now swollen. And that was 2 days ago.
See,
I had to Google hand swollen after bee sting 2 days.
Did you figure it out? If you took it out, were you able to get it out?
I'm guessing that maybe it's not. I didn't take it out because why is it still swelling up? It was so itchy and hurty this morning. I had to put ice on it this whole morning and it's still swollen.
It could be very dangerous. When I got my thing, I started digging into my hand.
To find it?
I started
I thought as the hand swells, it raises and comes out itself. You're supposed to take it out?
Sometimes it gets lodged in there.
Oh, Janice said, was it a bee sting or a wasp? Did you see the bee?
I saw it. It looked like a bee, but I was swatting at it, so I don't know if it was a wasp or a bee. It was
wasps and bees the same thing?
Yeah, what's the difference between a wasp and a bee? Stop calling it wasps.
A wasp.
Wasps.
Latoya said go to the ER.
To the ER for a big sting?
You know how much the ER costs?
Shit.
You better only go to
And
the
Snyder
ER
said
if you're dying.
rub aspirin on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've heard somebody say that. Somebody also said to take aspirin. And I need some hydrocortisone, which I got to pick up today.
If you pee on it?
Janet said
That's a poisonous snake.
Janet said, I've been caulking all crevices I've seen.
Caulking?
Caulking.
Caulking.
Oh, yes.
You know,
putting
Janet
some
be
caulk in
caulking.
it.
Janet be caulking.
I was supposed to buy some black caulk anyways.
Lord.
Don't buy black caulk. Just get it for free.
I didn't know they sold black caulk.
They do have black caulk.
Boy, they've been selling black caulk for a long time.
What's going on here?
Since days of slavery, they've been selling black caulk.
Black caulk is strong.
That's why y'all chose to be slaves, because they was always selling your...
Lord.
What about you, Triz? How was your evening?
Nothing spectacular, nothing fantastic, nothing amazing, nothing, just normal. But that's it. I'm getting ready for the end of the summer. Got a couple of things planned, and that's it really. And getting ready for my students this afternoon. They're getting ready this is their 5th week. We are on our 5th week of our DJ class. Next.
Wow, that was
Are we on the 5th week?
Third week.
No, we on the 5th week. Next week.
That's already?
Yep. Next week is my last week. We're on the 5th week. Next week is our graduation week. So this week I prepare the children to, now they form their teams. The students. Now they form their teams. So for that, on their last day, the soca night, we have them, they're performing for the first hour of the event.
Yeah.
So I'm
People
getting them.
don't forget the Matterhunt Soca party is coming up on the 16th of August, getting the children vibed and ready. Teen Soca night. Rep your flag, show up and show out for your community. Bring a flag or dress in your colors. Prize given to the best dressed teen. This is a teen event from 13 to 17 years old. Time is 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's a good hours for me to go to a party. And that's going to be a fun time.
It is.
It is.
It sounds like it. I was hearing some things about the plans for it. And I was like, whoa.
And then
Absolutely.
the babies are deep. That's so cute.
And then they're done.
And then they're finished.
And then they're done. Then they got about 2 weeks until time to go back to school.
School. I can't wait till school time start again. Boy, I miss school. My child been out every day at 1:18 home in my fears.
Do you miss the traffic?
I would prefer the traffic over the child in my fears every day, every second of the world. I'm hungry. I need this. Can I have a snack? Can I have some water? Mom, I'm going to pee. Can I go eat a grape? Can I go see?
Mom, can I stand up?
Do what you want.
Can I live?
Do what you
Can I
want.
live?
God damn it, do what you want.
But CK is much better. CK is not one of these new kids that just be in their phones. That just be in their phones and just be. He's still pretty active. CK and Noah's still kind of active.
I need him to be outside. And it's been so hot that he can't even go ride his little bike or his scooter or nothing like that. It's
I
hot.
was looking at Noah's legs the other day, and I know there was a meme that had went on a little while ago, and it was like, these kids these days will never know what it is to scrape up your knees. Yo, Noah looked like he lived with us. His legs is tore up. He looked like he was hopping fences. I remember I have one of my knee scrapes on my knee triz was from your grandmother's house on Payson Ave.
Oh, I
was trying to climb the fence and scrape the hell up out of my knee. I still have that scar to this day. And so I'm like, yeah, we used to be getting tore up outside. But these kids these days do not know about that. But I don't know. Noah looked like he'd been playing in the sticks.
That's
something.
good.
It's crazy.
I like when I meet a younger kid that still plays. Like my nephew. That boy Kai can play up in some dirt. Kai don't care. He ain't looking for nobody phone and nothing. That kid just wants the dirt and water, whatever it is outside. He want it.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
I'm good. Yeah.
And so what about you?
Oh, we got nice chair massages at the mall last night too.
Oh, chair.
Everything.
Like the little chairs.
Those are nice though.
Did you put some quarters in there?
No,
yeah,
$5 for 15 minutes.
yeah, but that thing rubbed me up too much though. My shoulder is killing me.
I love it. I can't wait to go back there and lay down in it. It felt like heaven. Just right now, I'm a week away from going away, and I feel the stress of the absolute entire world on me. And I don't know what to do. So I'm just trying to forget about it, pretend it doesn't happen, and then maybe on Friday I will get my life together, and we leave on Saturday.
Maybe on Friday.
That's all I got. Today I sat in the car for like 10 minutes and just cried. Just cried. Just crying. Just crying. I was just like, oh my God, I'm over friggin' whelmed with everything.
That's why you need a vacation. Vacate.
Well, hopefully I can get there. Yes.
On the vacation, you gotta vacate.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm being like, y'all go out and have fun. I'm gonna stay right here. I
Make sure
did my
you
1 4
Wake
hour
up with
party.
a bottle. Make sure you wake up with a bottle as soon as you land. That's one of my first things I do. Go to the liquor store, get the bottle. As soon as you touch down.
Good morning.
Yes, every morning.
Well, as soon as I touch down, I
morning.
drop in. I touch down, I drop in. And touch down, I drop in. That's the move.
Another quick update. The Supreme Court has refused to delay Donald Trump's sentencing until after the election.
Oh
Good.
my goodness.
That's a surprise.
This is a very, and his Supreme Court, he's gonna fire all of them when he becomes president.
Well, he's gonna fix it.
He's gonna fix it
real good.
He's gonna be like, this is no longer a lifetime appointment. I am the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I am also the president, and
I'm the king of the United States.
I'm the
What
king
are
of
you
the
gonna do?
world.
That's his intention, to become the king of the United States.
What a douchebag.
Complete dude.
I don't think you're supposed to call the
I'm looking at all these, like, what do you call it, influencers, Aiden Ross.
Like, what is that? Did you see that interview yesterday?
I was like, what is going on with the world right now? People are just,
Joe
and
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, too.
What did he do? What did he do?
But Joe Rogan is he says he's a...
Anti-MAGA?
He says he's not a Democrat, he's not a Republican, but boy, that man has been rooting for Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh. And he's like, Kamala Harris will win because America is all biting the bullshit. So that's why Kamala Harris can win, and he's so distraught over it.
I guess I just be so confused about what other people are doing or seeing. What makes Donald Trump more qualified? He has never held a political office other than, which is crazy, other than the president of the United States. Yeah. He's never had anything to do with any type of politics in his life. No. And his only resume is the president. Like, I was the president of the United States with no experience, with no nothing. I just became the president one time on a fluke. And now I'm going to want to be the president again. And I'm still just as dumb as I was when I first got elected. And you people sat through and watched me make a fool of this country. Yet you guys are still rooting for me. And he said it. He said, I can literally go on Martin Luther King Boulevard and shoot somebody and nothing will happen to me.
He did say that.
And he did it. And he did that. I think he did it a couple of times.
There was somebody yesterday that I know, and I was really surprised to find out that they were a Donald Trump. We gotta talk about that later. I was like, what are you saying?
I've been trying to.
Who's that? Who are you talking about?
You don't know him, Triz. We know him. And I was really like, oh shoot, are you kidding me? Wow, that's crazy.
If I hear who it is, I'd probably be like, yeah, that's right.
You know, a lot of people, unfortunately, they're brainwashed with the Trump cult, whatever it is.
I just, listen, on a basic level, and not personally for me, but on a very, very basic level, I don't care what you think about Kamala. I don't care what you think about Kamala. I just know that Donald Trump cannot be our president, and RFK is not an option.
I feel like that's literally what we're at right now. Yeah, she can be purple. She can identify as a purple cactus. Yeah, if that is what she wants to be. Yeah, who cares? The lady has experience. The lady is smart. She is young. She is of color. Yeah. I'm not sure why people are so gung ho about seeing another unexperienced, unable and uneducated and all of the things. White man sitting up on the little chart that we have of all of the presidents of the United States, up to 46 at this point, are all black men except for Obama.
All white men.
All white men except for Obama. When America looks at that, you guys don't think in your brain, wow, it would be really cool to see some diversity that makes up the actual makeup of America. Yeah. Only white men can run this country. Is that what y'all telling me in my face?
It's the slave mentality that a lot of these.
But that's so crazy you say that, because that's what they say about people that are anti-Trump, that it's slave mentality that we want to vote for the Democrats. We are slaves and we are cheap.
Wow.
And you need to be a free thinker and understand that Donald Trump is the only one who could mess up this country any more than it is. He is the only one. He has scored the lowest on everything. He's literally the terriblest.
He's the dumbest president we've ever had, also with the lowest IQ score. And when it came to his language, they said that he has the lowest.
He doesn't have any other words except great,
the lowest vernacular,
super,
huge.
the best, huge.
Yep.
He can't. That's why
he speaks at a 4th grade level.
He does, and I think that that's why a lot of these poor Americans, like him, is because they can understand these very small words that he's using. Great, I did the best ever in America. I did the most. I am fantastic. I got the highest score.
Incredible.
I got all of the things. All of the things I did by myself with nobody else.
Fake news.
And she's before she was Indian, and now she's just turned black. Shut up, stupid.
Just turned black.
Just turned black, like she's Rachel Dolezal. Get out of here. Anyhow, people, let's start this show. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the morning, Monday through Friday. Rockstone, Tues, Miss Tony, Hot Sauce. Let's go.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
What is this, Doctor?
This is
Spark of New England. Spark FM.
bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up. All right, let's take a look. The People Station. What is that? What is that? Spark FM.
Oh, I'm a movement by myself. I'm a force when we're together. Considerable cloudiness with occasional rain showers. High around 75 degrees today. Winds in the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A chance of rain at 80%. It has already been raining. It is downpouring intermittently. It is approximately 9:47 a.m. on August 6th. It is Tuesday, August 6th, 9:47 a.m., 75 degrees. Those are the basic information that you guys need to know for today. All of these things, especially the day and the date, because I realize most of you guys walking around here have no idea what the date is or what day you're at. And I understand that because that's for me. Police arrest girlfriend of woman who was shot and killed in Waltham. Oh, wow. That's something that I do be hearing a lot of domestic violence and same-sex marriages. I do hear a lot of that. I think it's particularly like the women at that, which is very
passionate.
Yes, very passionate. A Waltham woman has been charged after prosecutors said she assaulted her girlfriend shortly before her girlfriend died in a shooting late last week. Wait, what?
She didn't shoot her?
Jesus. The Middlesex County District Attorney's Office, in a statement, said officers first responded to a parking lot near an apartment building on 2nd Avenue around 11:30 p.m. on Friday, and here is the clip.
Melanie Williams goes before a judge accused of hitting her girlfriend in the face. Prosecutors say the crime was caught on camera, and later that night, the same victim, 24-year-old Zaria Wilcox, was shot to death.
I really wanted to just look at her and for her to see my face, for her to know that we know that she did it and she's not going to get away with it.
The victim's family filled a row inside the courtroom. They say Williams had been violent to their loved one during their short relationship.
This is the same person who sliced the side of my sister's face open, so yeah, it's nothing new.
The prosecutor says security video shows a fight involving a group of people outside Williams' Waltham apartment complex Friday night.
The video clearly captures this defendant strike Ms. Wilcox in the head, and you can see Ms. Wilcox respond physically to that strike to the head. You also see just prior in the video that Ms. Wilcox has also already been bleeding. She has blood coming down one side of her face and a laceration to one part of her forehead.
The prosecutor says the group then walks out of the camera's view. Police were called to a parking lot across from the apartment building and found Wilcox dead from a gunshot wound.
Wow.
Williams' attorney not offering a defense until she views the security video.
I haven't seen the video, so I don't know how clear it is.
Right now, no one is facing charges for the shooting, but the victim's family is holding on to hope that the right person will.
It's just sad that this had to happen, but we're going to get justice. It's going to be what it's going to be. She's going to go to jail, and it is what it is.
And we learned in court that the suspect has a long criminal history. She's being held until a hearing later this month. In Waltham, Kimberly Bookman, 7 News, 19.
Williams was charged with assault and battery on a household or family member and was ordered held without bail pending a hearing later this month. Wilcox's family was in court. She said she was loved. She was a good person. She was very good at basketball. She was very good at being there for everybody. She was just a very soulful person. It's just sad that this had to happen. We're going to get justice. And you guys heard what the rest that she said. That's just terrible.
I never heard anything.
Me either.
What happened last week?
I don't know.
Sounds like a toxic ass relationship.
Very crazy.
Snyder said something here. You see what Snyder wrote in the comment section?
Yeah, he said, Snyder said, Trump is more like us. Barack was Dean's List at Harvard Law, state representative, U.S. senator. Trump hasn't even ran for his local PTA. Schneider, did you just say that we have black jobs? Because that's what that translated to you. Trump is more like us, uneducated, unspeakable, unapproachable,
Yeah, I don't want our president
bigoted,
to be like
biased,
us.
and terrible.
I don't want him to be like
I'm more like Barack, honey.
Yeah. We need a smart man in there.
Yeah, call me Barack. Compare me to Barack Obama before ever. I don't ever want to be on the level of Donald J. Trump. Ever. Yeah, Lawanda says, what are you fighting about that you want someone dead? Yeah, like your girlfriend. What did your girlfriend do to you that was so terrible that you wanted to slice her face, cut her, knock her up in the head, and then allegedly, potentially, or suspectedly shoot her? What'd she do?
Unfortunately, violence in relationships seem like they want each other dead.
Is it because that's what the crime of passions are, right? Like,
Yeah.
I love you so much and you are able to get in my soul and in my emotions so hard. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't want anybody to ever love me that much that they need to kill me. Don't love me. I'm not, unlove me, goddammit.
Unlove me.
Unlove me, child. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. That's horrible.
Today, not...
Hi, Cams. Stocks tumble. So what's that mean for the U.S. economy? Yes, the stock market has tumbled. I was getting the footnotes on the stock market the other day from the comment section after they ate somebody's head off for talking about stocks, and obviously had no idea what they were talking about. They tore him up. It was crazy. It was like, do you even have stocks? Do you even know can you spell stock? Oh, I was like, oh, geez, get him. Wall Street fell the most in nearly 2 years, continuing a global rut in financial markets as fear worsens that the U.S. economy is slowing down. Let's get to this so they can. I think Tony tried to get into this yesterday, right?
Yeah. And I was just saying a whole bunch of letters and numbers. I had no idea.
The DGI and the DOJ
Here goes the clip.
and the GOP.
Okay, but that global market is unsteady. Let's see how Wall Street is ending the day. Right now, the Dow Jones is finishing about 1,000 points down. The numbers are still fluctuating as those final numbers come in. It did tumble by more than 1,200 points when it opened this morning. It improved as the morning went on, but slipped right back to opening lows this afternoon.
So the big question, what does the market mean for all of us?
Yes,
and Michael
yes.
Armstrong from Armstrong Advisory Group here in Needham joins me
And
now.
speak-
Thanks for your
speak
time.
Trump English
All right,
to
so
us.
the investors are worried, Wall Street's worried that the Fed has waited too long to start cutting rates. And this is being driven by unemployment in the U.S. Why are they so concerned about the jobs report?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, 4.3% unemployment, which is what the most recent job report indicated, is not a hugely high rate of unemployment.
It's still pretty low.
It's still fairly low on a historical basis. What we're talking about is the trend, and the trend has been upwards. Specifically, July of last year, we hit a 3.5% unemployment rate. We're now 0.8% higher. And the question is that trend line indicative of a recession? And there's a fairly significant historical SOM rule that took place on Friday indicating recessions in the past.
They said if you're up by more than half a point in the unemployment rate, you have reason to worry.
Effectively, half-month increase in the unemployment rate over a 12-month period is cause for a recession historically.
All right, there's no Fed meeting in August, so the earliest they could take action now is September, barring some emergency rate cut. Do you think that's on the table, given what we've seen not just here, but in Asia and in Europe this morning, or would that only make the market more jittery?
I got to tell you, nothing about this economy right now, in my opinion, speaks to an emergency rate cut, right? You think about the other times where they've had to do that, they collapsed during March of 2020, 08 when banks were failing left, right, and center. This doesn't feel like that moment. Could that change? Yeah, but to your point, it's an emergency rate cut. Is today an emergency based on the stock market that's fallen, 8.5% from its all-time high? That's not emergency in my opinion.
So last question. I know your advice
Such a
generally
weird
is
interview.
do nothing in these kinds of scenarios. Were we due for a correction? The market had a pretty good run over the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I mean, arguably the level of lack of volatility that we saw in 2023 was abnormally low. Markets, the S&P 500 since the 1920s, 94% of calendar years experience at least a 5% market drop, which is where we are right now. So I think the big question that I always tell people to ask themselves is, Have you prepared for a moment like this? Have you thought about what would happen to your portfolio in a moment like this? And if not, that's a reason to take a second look at your portfolio. But otherwise, it might be time to just sit back and turn off the screen for a little bit.
I don't know what he said, but what I heard.
What he said was, it ain't no emergency.
That's what he.
Relax.
That's okay. Because I thought that I was losing my mind because I was like, they come in and interview about how this is such a disastrous situation and the unemployment and the stocks have dropped, and the dude was like, it's not really a big deal.
No.
It's not really significant. This is not really a thing.
Yeah,
but
like, it's fallen, but so what?
Microphone.
It's not detrimental. What's the problem?
I don't understand that. So this is what people say. They see these headlines and they don't read the actual story in it. They just read the headlines, and that's what they take to social media to help spread the propaganda. And I don't understand why we don't. Why do we not like to read?
Fake news.
Fake news. I just.
Fake news, though. We do definitely got to be wary of the stock market because it's definitely about.
It fluctuates.
Not fluctuating, but it's not too good because also as well, Japan and a couple of other countries that depend on the U.S. market, they're not doing well. So we definitely got to keep watching that for those that are into stocks.
Well, and how is that going to affect us lay people?
How's it going to affect us lame people?
Yeah, us people, regular people.
Mm-hmm.
Everything start to go crazy. Everybody start to go crazy, and they start to stop spending money.
It ain't gonna be any different than what it is right now.
For the black folk, we used to this.
It's going to affect my SEBA EBT card?
Nope.
All right.
It's not.
All right, then.
First of all, where's my summer EBT card? Because I want my summer EBT card.
That's all I want to know. That's all I need to know. Do it affect my summer EBT? No? All right. Am I going to get fired? Because that's going to increase the unemployment. I don't think I'm going to get fired because we don't want that. So, all right then. What it got to do with me? I got a few stocks on Cash App.
Me too.
It's going to take away my stocks on Cash App.
Sometimes I look at them stocks on Cash App and I be like, oh my God. What this say? What this say? I was just reading something, about Honduras to Boston. It's a big, I don't know where it went. Damn it to hell. I don't know where. I just had it
My
up.
stocks is looking actually pretty good.
How much down you are?
$1.51.
In the Dow Jones?
I guess so. I don't
In
know
the
who that is.
dojo.
It's Dow Jones?
Dow Jones.
There's a dojo. Why you have to open the door for her? Why she got the key? She got the code. See, this is what I'm telling you. Why you open the door? You should have left her down there. I tell you, these people. Why you make this man come open the door? Why?
Only.
Yeah, but drizzle to most white people is like a hurricane for us. Yeah, so that's what Schneider says. A drizzle to them is like a hurricane for us.
And we so used to it because we've had to pull ourselves out the mud how many times in order to get back.
Again. Is it going to affect my Cash App stocks?
Is it going to affect you?
Of course it's going to affect your Cash App stock.
If Trump
right
gets
now,
elected, it will definitely affect your summer EBT.
Oh no! Like at the sale, I'm losing
I do know right now is like, yeah, this is a time to sell and a time to buy.
Okay.
What that mean, Tristan?
This is a time to sell. So right now the stocks are lower. Like the Apple stocks dropped lower. Is like, yeah. So
I just lost $1.
I'm gonna do GameStop. That's what's happened to them. They still fluctuating. How about the Dogecoin? What I got some of those too. What should I cash that out?
I don't know about the Dogecoin.
No, seriously. I only invested a small amount and I'm up $230. So I don't know what to say.
Not bad.
I don't know what to say.
I know what to say.
How about you?
I'm keeping it moving though.
Triple E.
Oh, what is it?
You know the mosquito disease.
Oh yes, that's probably what I got. Triple E risk levels now high in 2 mass towns. State Health Department says. The Massachusetts Department of Health raised the equine encephalitis. See, maybe Schneider was right. I am Trump. Risk level to high in Middleborough and Carver on Friday after mosquito samples collected in the area tested positive for the virus. The positive samples were collected in Abington, Middleborough, Wareham, and Whitman. The state health department said in a press release. Several other towns in the area, Bridgewater, Halifax, Plimpton. Never heard of Plimpton. This is the first.
What?
Kingston, Plymouth, Wareham, Rochester, and Lakeville have a moderate EE risk. Several towns near New Hampshire border, Haverhill, Groveland, Newbury, Merrimack, Amesbury. We ain't got nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna just skip this right over here. It's like West Nile.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a mosquito.
It didn't say nothing anywhere near the actual city of Barstow.
Well, Plymouth is close enough.
Where, Tristan?
Plymouth.
That's 2 hours away. 45 minutes.
Bridgewater is the closest one to us.
But so y'all traveling.
That's
people
Brockton.
People traveling. Be
That's true. If y'all live in any of those suburban places, staying on over there, we don't have that over here in urban America.
Yeah.
Bring it back out.
Abington is out in that Brockton area too.
I like Abington. Oh, I thought you was playing something.
Oh no, that's just a
Bridgewater, Lakeville, and Rochester. First detection of Tripoli and Carver on July 3rd. Well, if it's July 3rd, it's already August something. It ain't come over here yet. I think we good, except for this one Tripoli I got on my. I have to get this amputated.
You don't even got it. The first E.
I got the triple. I can probably quadruple. As of 7:45 a.m., the body's still on the tracks, just covered. Oh, hell. A man killed after being struck by an MBTA commuter rail train in Brockton. Always surprises me. A man was fatally struck by a commuter rail train on the Montello station early Monday morning. Police and firefighters responded to the Montello MBTA commuter rail station about 6:04 a.m. after receiving a report that a pedestrian was struck by the train. Brockton firefighters performed CPR on the victim after arriving on the scene. He was taken by Brewster Ambulance to Good Samaritan Medical Center and later died. Damn. A male, age unknown at the time, has been pronounced deceased as a result of injuries sustained. The victim didn't have any identification on him at the time of the incident, so authorities are attempting to identify him. Sullivan said foul play is not suspected, but further details surrounding the incident weren't immediately available.
Wait, that's old. 2020. One.
She's fired.
You said you sound just like Donald Trump.
even with a damn update.
Right, Richie.
Yes. Yes, tracksuit. Boston homicide rate drops to historic low. City leaders worry if it will stay low.
Oh, but Janet just said somebody died this morning by the MBTA. Something did happen at the end. Okay, hold on. Okay. Significant delays on MBTA commuter rail in Brockton due to police activity. Mm-hmm. So this must have been the story she wanted to
Let's go to it.
I've got to read for this thing.
Let me see. Commutes were being warned Tuesday of significant delays on the Middleborough Lakeville MBTA commuter rail line due to police activity. The MBTA said early Tuesday that the delays were due to police activity on the right of way in Brockton. Why would you say that? Due to police activity. What does that mean?
Over the past couple of weeks, we keep hearing just about weekly about somebody dying on the tracks. It's crazy.
I think it's purposeful.
But
I just feel like in some ways it is a little purposeful because of the fact
these pictures just into our newsroom here from Brockton. There's some police
Sorry.
You guys don't see it? Is it hard to see a train coming after you? I am not victim blaming in any way, shape, or form, so I do want to be very clear about this. However, I'm just a little bit perplexed. Perplexed on how is it that you guys getting hit by trains?
I don't know. It's and it sounds like this person in particular. I don't know. So that story that you read, I don't know if that goes with what we're talking about right now. But he didn't even have identification on him. He could have been like a homeless person.
That's what I thought immediately.
Yeah.
In 2021.
Here's the story.
So they said that somebody got hit on the train, and I'm reading our comment section. Yeah.
So back to Boston homicide rates. The city leaders worry if it will stay low. Homicide rates in Boston have plummeted this year, representing one of the most dramatic drops in deadly violence across more than 200 U.S. cities that also saw rates fall. So far, Boston police reported 8 homicides this year, a historic low for the city. Last year, more than 24 murders were reportedly by the end of July, which at the time was considered well below average. Public safety officials said that they were surprised by the decline, but in part they credited a decades-old effort known nationally as the Boston Miracle. The program was a collaboration between police and community leaders that formed amid rising gang violence in the 1990s that resulted in a big reduction in crime. One element of the program that still operates today are peace walks, or weekly events where police, clergy, community leaders, and residents walk together in neighborhoods with high incidents of crime, greeting residents and asking about their lives and challenges. On a recent summer night in Roxbury, about 30 people gathered in a circle to kick off a peace walk with a prayer. We have a wonderful police force. We're thankful for them. We pray for them. We're glad to be amongst them, said the Reverend Colin Lee Titch of Boston's Church on a Hill and a regular participant in the peace walks. Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox joined the walk too, and several residents warmly welcomed him as the group walked several blocks, stopped in parks, stepping into several local businesses and greeting people passing by. Hey, Commissioner, a resident yelled across the street to Cox, "May God bless you. You too," Cox replied.
Yeah, you know what? I know that we've been hearing like an uptick in violence and murders and things, over the past couple of weeks as it's grown hotter. But still, like, if you think about it, it still seems like it's significantly less than we've heard about in the past, which is good, right?
They said partnering with clergy is crucial, Cox said, because religious leaders know their communities and can help police build trust. They work with police and help identify that residents need to address issues like poverty and addiction that can often be underlying causes of crime. The walks also may help connect residents in need of food or health care with resources or otherwise mitigate issues before a tense situation interrupts. Sounds really smart to me. Let me find out why these people are angry. There's always a trigger to, I feel like there's always a deeper trigger to, petty violence, I think. I'm really frustrated today because I can't do this, so I want to box you up in your neck.
Have y'all heard of these peace walks?
No, but I like the idea of a peace walk better than the rat walks.
No, I've heard of peace walks have been around for a long time. I've had a lot of friends that are in community things. One. They usually wear red shirts or orange shirts. There's a lot of OGs that do these peace walks too. So once a month. I know somebody in I know somebody really close that they gather all their people and they just literally the berets, the red berets and stuff like that. Like those type of people, they conduct the peace walks and stuff like that. It's really cool.
I like it. Yeah. The police need to be out there though. The police need to be amongst these peace walks.
The police should get on some polos and some khakis and put the little gun on and go walk.
Even in their uniform, they should go in a uniform and go out there and be a part of the peace walk so that people can know who are these people that are policing their community. And y'all need to come off and we need some bikes. We need some police officers around some bikes in Dorchester, Mattapan, and Roxbury. On some bikes to be on Blue Hill Ave, just chilling.
Who do we have in the studio today?
We have a bunch of DJ Live's young youth that from her DJ class. We'll talk to them after our commercial break. We got a couple. We got to wrap up this local news, and then we'll get right into that. Bostonians law enforcement unite for National Night Out. Bostonians law enforcement unite for National Night Out. This was yesterday.
Yep.
In the park over at Almont. Yeah, Almont Park. Bostonians and law enforcement officers. This is kind of what you were saying just now.
There you go.
Joined together for National Night Out on Monday, a nationwide event promoting community partnerships. The celebration held at various locations across the city, including Almont Park and Mattapan, featured live music and food. Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox highlighted the role of strong community partnerships in ensuring city safety. Any city that has strong partnerships is going to be a safe city, and we're the strongest in the country because of those partnerships. National Night Out, founded by the U.S. Department of Justice, was established 40 years ago.
Wow.
And here's a little clippage from it. Looks so nice. I ain't got no whips and chains. You can follow me now.
I love how Sauce thinks that every opportunity is an opportunity for her to sing.
What would it ever
Fun
be?
as part of National Night Out. There were gathering points with live music and food all across the city, including Almont Park in Mattapan. National Night Out is a campaign that promotes partnerships between law enforcement and the communities they serve.
Any city that has strong partnerships is going to be a safe city, and we're the strongest in the country because of those partnerships. So we're here to thank you all for the work that you've done to make Boston safe.
National Night Out was established 40 years ago with the funding from the U.S. Department of Justice.
That's nice. I love that. That makes me happy to see fun things like that. People, we're going to go a quick commercial break and we'll come back. We'll be talking to you guys and are getting into our national world news.
Your mother said that the police are a part of the walk. She's seen them.
Oh, good. See, I think they walk down Dudley a lot, too. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back. Hold it down.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio.
Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com.
Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone.
And I was dreaming, I was beaming and a beaming and a screaming. I'm a tone and solely and beaming. Then I done,
Wow.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back, Saucy and Friends in the morning. We have some special guests with us today. Introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Malik Gomes, Youth Options Unlimited, Boston. Thank you for having us.
Oh, Youth Options Unlimited.
Yeah,
Got him. But you didn't tell me what it meant. DJ Live is in here, and she brought some very special people. And who are you, Miss Lady?
I am Valentina Winley. I'm doing my summer with.
Speaking to the mic.
Nice. So, Live, tell us about this program. What is this program? What are you doing over there? Well, tell us about you first.
Yeah, the boss got to speak first.
Yes,
That's my boss.
You tell us about you first, and then you tell us what you're doing after.
Absolutely. So Youth Options Unlimited Boston, we're a nonprofit under the city of Boston. We focus on workforce development and enrichment with justice-involved young people or at-promised youth. In our opportunities, we provide subsidized employment to really help them gain skills in different pathways and career opportunities, really for exposure. The goal is to provide access, opportunity, and ultimately progress, enrichment, school, employment, and day-to-day skills. And luckily, we've had DJ Live with us to, really expand this opportunity as far as the DJing, the creative arts, and the music. So I'll pass it over to Shay to just tell us a bit more about that.
But first, how long has this program been around?
So this program was created back in '95, if I'm not mistaken,
really?
under Mayor Menino.
Okay, nice.
It was known as Youth Opportunities Boston.
Okay.
And in the early 2000s, transitioned to the name Youth Options Unlimited Boston.
Oh, I like it. And how long you been with them?
I've been with the organization for 6 years now.
Oh, wow. So you love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you work, and what's it like working with youth in this age group?
It's very rewarding, humbling. I was one of these young people, years ago, born and raised in the city of Boston and a native of Boston. So it's really good to not only support and invest back into my community, but just to see everything and, the youth, their accomplishments, the progress, the way they really push themselves to new opportunities and exposure. I think that's the key piece for me. So definitely love it. It's a big passion of mine, and it's not just a job; it's something I love to do.
So then, tell me about the DJ program.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. You already know from the last time you already know. Turn up. What's up? It's DJ Live. The last group of children that I had is from the same program. So the summer program was a little bit more different. So I got to have another group. This is like my 5th group now. Yeah, it's my 5th group.
And how long does this program run?
But the summer program is only 7 weeks.
Okay, because Tristan was telling us about his, he does a DJ program as well, and it's about 5 weeks. And then, just the challenges of working with kids, but at the same time, teaching them an actual skill that can make them some money.
Well, they do music, they do cosmetology, they do Business 101. They do culinary too. Culinary. We just got a culinary program. Yeah. So
how old you got to be to enroll in?
His age was 14 and 24.
I missed it by a couple of years.
And no, you're not even at risk. We're really targeting for the children that are at risk. Youth, DYS.
So is it more of a preventative program, or is it more so like after you?
I would say we are on the lines of preventative.
Good, yeah.
And then we do support young people who are in the justice process as well. So the goal is definitely to prevent or reduce the possibility of any action or further justice involvement.
So let's hear from one of the students. What's it been like for you being a part of the program, and then also and also just being a part of the DJ class?
I just feel like he's not lying. They definitely try to keep us safe with like pickup spots and drop offs, and some days we do virtual. I just feel like with the DJ program, I feel like you get in there, and I'm not gonna say you necessarily like first get to work. Like the first day you learn the basics. After that, they teach you get to like download things. Like a hard drive, a MacBook, you have turntables. Towards the end, no, they do give us the whole kit. It's a pretty good kit. Towards,
me too. You sure to cut off age 24?
Towards the end, they definitely take us out to like places to, begin playing and stuff, I'm not gonna lie, we are nervous, but she always like helps us get over the bumps, and she helps us, switch off or whatever.
Tell me about your first performance was on Friday.
Where was it? What'd you guys do? Tell me everything. I'm so amped about it.
Club in Boston. We went in there. They had like pizza and chips and drinks and stuff. I
talk about the free food.
I am. It was good. That was
my girl.
So every Friday they do we do the community service called Youth After Dark. So we go to different community centers, and I get to pick the students, and they go and they DJ for the youth.
Oh, that is so cool.
And it's from like 6 to 9. So anyone that wants to have your children bring somewhere, we go online to boss.gov and go Youth After Dark, and you'll see there's different. We go to different community centers around Boston, and then I have a DJ that they get paid double.
Really?
We have one young lady who's made almost $1,000 from 4 different events this summer alone.
Oh, so she's good.
She did not want to DJ. She didn't want to do it.
Tell her come over here.
Huh?
Tell her come over here. We need
Look,
a few more
that's what I said.
dedicated
So
DJs.
that's the best part, because I'm part of Spark FM.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell all of them, you get to be one of the interns. You get to have all these opportunities. So, and I'm always getting the children that I don't think I want to do this DJing stuff.
I mean, what's the good thing about being in the creative industry or being in the media industry is there's so many different tracks that you can take. Even if you don't want to be a DJ, you might be able to do a whole podcast or a radio show, or you might want to answer phones, or you might want to get into sales or production or all kinds of stuff. So there's so many different avenues that they can take. So make sure you tell them that they can come over.
Tell you.
No, she has.
She even taught us how to set up. We can get paid just for setting up too.
Yeah, absolutely. Sound boys and girls. I was brilliant. Me and my sister was carrying speaker boxes the other day. Yep. We are Bobby Steele's interns. So.
Any one of our DJs.
Absolutely.
I'll intern for you.
Jesus Lord. All right. So this program is all year round, or is it just summer?
Yes, we do operate year round.
Okay, good.
At this time, we're primarily focused on summer, but we do have school year programming as well.
That's so important for youth to be able to go somewhere. Yes.
We're located right in Nubian Square. If you're from Boston, we call it Dudley.
Yes, down Dudley.
Exactly.
That's good. So, and then how, if people want to get more information about the program, find out how they can enroll their kids or whatever, what do they have to do?
Yes, please feel free to search up Youth Options Unlimited Boston at cityofboston.gov. You'll find different referral and information there regarding programming and start dates as well. At this time, applications are closed as we are only referral based, but we'll be sure to open up in the fall as well.
Good. I like a referral base because that means you sent them to me. God, I hate him. But that's really good because you're getting really good candidates. You're getting students that deserve to be there. So I'm really excited about this program. What's your favorite part of it? Getting paid?
No, I'm not.
Eating
the food.
That's my favorite part. The pizza.
Honestly, I just feel like it's the being brought out to places.
Yeah.
I used to watch my father do this as a kid, and I never got to get into it on my own because I wasn't even high enough to reach the board, to be honest with you. So now it's me doing it myself, and it's pretty nice.
And then who else is here?
Oh, I have some more.
Go bring him right now.
Okay.
Go tell him because I'm seeing one in the screen. He's spinning around in the chair. We're just gonna do a quick introduction and then I'll let you guys go. Don't be scared. We ain't gonna bite. This live on the radio. You guys can't disappoint the audience. Don't be afraid. Hi. Go right over there. Stand right in the back there just so that we can see all the nice youth that are here. Don't be shy. You ain't gonna make you talk. Nothing. All you gotta do is just stand there and wave to the camera. Okay, so these are all your students.
These aren't all. I actually have a group of 10. So this is the range. So
okay.
I gotta get them up. They gotta meet me at 9:30 in the morning. So these are the groups that I have today. So we have today. A lot of folks are kind of nervous because tomorrow they're gonna be DJing everyone at Boston Restaurant Bar and Grill. If anybody feel free to come through from 10:30 till 1. I'm looking for some DJs to come
This in the
through.
morning?
Yeah.
Oh, someone said
they
that's
serve
late.
breakfast. They serve
Okay,
breakfast.
they do. They serve a good breakfast.
They serve breakfast, so
Yeah.
they're gonna be able to, get some food.
We come after the show.
Some DJs come through, do a quick set, talk to my group. They're gonna be performing live.
All 10 of them are going to be there tomorrow.
They better be there tomorrow. They want their money.
Our listeners, one of our listeners says, "Hi, babies. Best of luck to you all on all your endeavors," which is really good. And big flex, go on DJ Live. Good stuff. Welcome coming through. So, lots of support here in the comment section.
And that's it. That's all we needed. And then you guys are free to go. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Broadcasting live worldwide is Spark FM.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. tax. Hi, Grandma. Can Nina come over for dinner?
Sure. I've been meaning to ask you, what would happen if someone offered you a drink?
Grandma?
If anyone ever does, I want you to say, no, I have too much respect for my family and I don't want to get in trouble.
I promise, Grandma.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. That's underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. This message brought to you by SAMHSA and this station.
Spark FM.
Perhaps I was addicted to the dark side. Somewhere inside my childhood when this my heart died. And even though we both can't.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
I mean, don't stop love how they gun them flex. The hand close and make a next gun face. Me don't stop love how they.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling.
Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, what's going on?
Well, the big news. Kamala Harris has selected her running mate. He is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and there are lots of updates coming through, of course, lots and lots of things to say. Vice President Kamala Harris has chosen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate, looking to strengthen the Democratic ticket in Midwestern states. She will introduce Walz at a rally Tuesday evening in Philadelphia.
Sorry, no, I was making plans.
Oh. Here's what to know. Who is Tim Walz? Tim Walz is a high school social studies teacher, football coach, and union member before he got into politics. He served 24 years in the Army National Guard, rising to command sergeant, one of the highest enlisted ranks in the military. Harris wins the nomination. So Harris was the only candidate eligible to receive votes, for no other candidate qualified by a deadline last week. She officially claimed the nomination last night, when the DNC released final results. Donald Trump is in Georgia over the weekend. Donald Trump picked a new fight with Georgia's Republican governor as he campaigned in the key swing state where he's looking to avenge his narrow 2020 loss. So Walz has a proven ability to connect with conservative voters.
Oh, good.
In his first race for Congress, Walz upset a Republican incumbent. That was in 2006 when he won in a largely rural southern Minnesota congressional district against six-term Rep. Gil Gutch. What's that name? Do you see it?
Gil Gutch.
Gil Gutch. Gutknecht.
Gil Schnozzle.
Yeah.
He has the clip here if you want to get into
Yeah,
that.
go ahead. Clip it up.
Clip it up. Walz. Tim Walz.
Is not a swing state.
Walt Disney.
Doesn't have a very large national profile. So this will be someone that the American voter population will be learning much more about in the coming days and weeks ahead of this presidential election. Here's a CBS News special report.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Gayle King here in New York. We have just learned the name of the Democratic Party's vice presidential nominee. CBS News has confirmed that the party's leader in November, Kamala Harris, has chosen, there you see it on your screen, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate. He is a former congressman and a retired Army National Guardsman who was elected governor 6 years ago. The Democratic ticket will appear together at a rally in Philadelphia later tonight. Let's go right now to Weijia Jiang. She's at the White House. Weijia, they held this a secret right up until the very, very end. What else can you tell us about Governor Walz?
And Gail, that is because this is a decision that came down to the wire for Vice President Harris. In fact, we were told that when she went to bed last night, she still didn't know because she wanted to sleep on it. But then this morning, she woke up and it came to her, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota. And Gail, when I look at all the facts about Walz, here's what stands out. He is a winner. He was elected 6 times to represent Minnesota in Congress. He is now in his 2nd term as governor. He is very popular, and he has a voting record on the issues that really lines up with Harris. After George Floyd was killed in his state, he passed a massive police reform package. He said that there would be no abortion under his watch in 2022. And on economics, he says the Democrats really need messaging and to make it more clear. And Gail, let's talk about messaging for a minute and the power of one word. In the early days that Vice President Harris was going to become the likely nominee, we were not talking about Tim Walz. And then he went on television and he said one word. He said Republicans were weird. And then he gained a lot of attention and his profile soared. And then it never really stopped. And today, again, we can report that he will be joining Vice President Harris on the Democratic ticket, and they will be stumping together in a matter of hours.
Very nice.
So we got a lot
he
to
does.
learn.
You're very right, Saucy, when you said he does look very presidential. And you know that's been a big thing throughout this election is like, will he be ready on day one? Which is a question that has come up a lot. That came up about Kamala. It came up about J.D. Vance. Trump still has not answered that question about J.D. Vance.
He technically answered. He said it don't matter.
It don't matter.
J.D. Vance don't matter.
He did say that. Isn't that idiotic? That's so crazy.
It's interesting though. So he's like what do they call him? A moderate? Not conservative, not liberal. He's just like right in the middle. I like that. I think that is a ticket. I think that if Tim Walsh was running for president, he might have had a really decent chance of winning in general.
Yeah.
Because he is moderate, so he can definitely fit in with the conservatives on a lot of certain things. And then it seems like he's smart enough to understand that some of those things are outdated and crazy.
When we were talking about who we thought that she might pick, did his name ever come up? I feel like this is the first time that I'm hearing this name.
Because when I saw it, I wasn't like, oh, she picked him. Because I think we were looking at Shapiro, we were looking at Buttigieg, and we were looking at somebody else with 3 letters. Maybe it was Walt. I don't know.
Very
interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting. I know yesterday we were watching Buttigieg on The View, and we were saying how
go ahead.
We were saying how.
Tyler, hold on.
You know, like it would have been interesting to have him as a pick because it would have covered everything.
Yeah.
But as you said, it probably would have been too much.
It's too much because the conservatives don't even really believe in that part of things yet.
That's what Mommy said that.
Caller, you're live.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
For y'all. Y'all think 2 women could run the world versus a man and a woman? Meaning, like, I'm thinking like it should have been another female president to run to be her vice president.
No.
How y'all feel about that?
I mean, we all know who runs the world, girls.
Yeah.
But
Woman.
no, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I do like
No.
the question is, just to answer your question, yes, I do think that can happen. Will it happen anytime soon? Absolutely not.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I think women are absolutely. I mean, we know that. I don't think there's a question there. But it's not. It would never pass.
Why? Because America has a hard time dealing with a black president.
Yep.
You know, like I said in the beginning of the show,
But they have a hard time dealing with women in general.
If you look at the timeline or all of the presidents up until 46 at this point, there is one person of color. Like that, we're just not there yet as a country, which sucks.
Yep.
To the same, it sucks because that doesn't represent who we are as a country and as a nation in general. So I'm not sure how come before or why that question would just be held with such an aggressive no.
Right.
You know,
and there have been many women who have run for president. They've never made it as far as Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that says something right there. So I don't think that America would stand for that.
Well, yeah, Hillary Clinton, but she was also. Hillary Clinton just came from such a hardcore pedigree in general, I think. Yeah. Like this is her life. Politics is her life. She was also the wife of one of the white presidents. So, you know, like
they said that he was the first black.
Yes. He was like, so for her, I think it was a little bit different. But I just, in this situation that we're in right now, nah. Yeah. With Trump here, I think with anybody else, actually, we might have had a good, you know, a good luck with it. But Trump, I think he's messed this up for everybody.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's very true. I think that him being the president or have been president definitely has changed the whole dynamic of what presidential races are now. So that's a great question, though. Chris,
that's a great,
Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye, brother.
So Tim, what's his name? Is it Tim Waltz?
Tim Waltz.
Tim Waltz is our guy.
What happened to Tim Scott? Wait, he got real quiet after he wasn't.
He got married this weekend.
Oh, did he? To his wife, woman?
Yes.
So he got married. What if they call each other mommy and daddy too?
That sounds like vomit. Supreme Court rejects Missouri lawsuit to block Trump sentencing and gag order in New York hush money case. And I think that's crazy and awesome. The Supreme Court on Monday rejected an effort by Missouri's Republican Attorney General to lift a gag order and delay the sentencing of former President Donald Trump following his conviction in the New York hush money case. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey attempted to file the long shot suit against New York in early July, claiming in part that the gag order violated the First Amendment rights of voters in his state to hear Trump speak. But the case was widely viewed as unlikely to gain traction at the Supreme Court, in part because of the sweeping implications of allowing a state to intervene in a pending criminal case unfolding in a different state. Allowing Missouri to file this suit for such relief against New York would permit an extraordinary and dangerous end run around former President Trump's ongoing state court proceedings, New York Attorney General Letitia James, a Democrat, argued in written briefs. The Supreme Court rejected the suit without comment. Very good. Very good.
And it seems like that's a setup too.
Yeah. Well, it says, but conservative justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito, who have previously suggested the court is required to take such original jurisdiction cases, said they would have allowed the lawsuit itself to continue. So they said that they would have allowed it to continue.
Why has he been sniped? Clarence Thomas.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah, but especially him, because you know he's like literally Uncle Ruckus. Like he is the absolute epitome.
Did they create that character
to be
around
right?
him? Uncle Ruckus even looks like him.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah.
Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Is Uncle Ruckus Clarence Thomas? Is
Makes sense to me.
Uncle Ruckus Clarence Thomas? The first thing is Clarence Thomas is not Uncle Ruckus, because Clarence Thomas is not just black, he is black. Born in 1984 and raised in rural Georgia, he experienced the cruelest racism. That's what's so crazy, is that Clarence Thomas is 100% a DEI hire. Yeah. And for the DEI hire to go against DEI in general is upsetting to me and my homegirls, because I don't understand.
Clarence Thomas is, I just really wish that he would just be in there and be quiet. Clarence Thomas, the Anita Hill's testimony when you were being elected into there was very, very devastating. You got in there by the skin of your teeth, and you should just be in there and be quiet. Don't be making no noise. Don't do nothing. Just be in there, be black and be quiet. Mind your black ass business and shut up.
Especially when it comes to black ass people. You don't speak for us. Don't say a damn thing when it comes to us.
Nothing.
Oh,
but they say go find something safe to do.
It's so interesting. So in my research, Uncle Ruckus' name is a reference to Uncle Remus or Uncle Tom. He is the darkest skinned character on the show. His name is also a reference to Amos Rucker, an African-American United Confederate Veterans member who allegedly wanted to stay a slave after the United States Civil War. What kind of beatings did you have to get in your life?
But that's the slave mentality that we talk about, right?
Yeah.
But that's probably also the mentality of like these people who have been in jail for a long time and then they get out and they don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
They'd rather just be in jail, so they usually commit crimes and go right back in, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy, it's wild, and it's really, really scary. The Secret Service says it disposed of cocaine found at the White House. Said that.
During whose campaign?
After report of infighting DNA. So the Secret Service said Monday it disposed of cocaine found last year at the White House, responding to a report about alleged infighting on its fate following a partial DNA match. I don't know how that all goes together.
What does that mean?
The evidence from that investigation was disposed of in accordance with retention policies. Secret Service spokesman said, Guglielmi did not state the specific retention policy, but broadly dismissed as false allegations outlined by a trio of sources to Real Clear Politics, which reported that President Biden's then Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle wanted to destroy the cocaine, but faced internal opposition.
Who was for?
I don't know.
The son?
I don't know. Cheadle was really pissed off when her request was rebuffed by court subordinates who cited protocols requiring the evidence be retained for 7 years. Two sources told the outlet that Cheadle or someone speaking at her direction called the agency's forensic division vault supervisor Matt White and asked him to dispose of evidence because leadership wanted to close the case. I don't know what all of that means, but it all sounds very sketchy. They've got a picture there of the cocaine. Small bag of cocaine was found on July 2nd of 2023. They've got a little picture of the small bag there. And yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what
whose cocaine was it?
They don't know whose cocaine it was.
It's so crazy that y'all don't know who the cocaine belongs to in the White House. But you know, I feel like there would be a lot of cocaine in the White House, to be honest with you.
Donald Trump's White House.
Yeah.
Why?
He probably had lots of parties and all kinds of stuff.
Diddy parties.
Yeah. No Trumpy. You know, like, I don't know. Like, he just seems like the type that would walk around in his drawers sniffing a fingernail, a pinky nail of cocaine while he is writing an executive order. You know, like,
he didn't write no executive order.
He didn't write nothing. He didn't write a damn.
On Truth Social.
Yeah. I imagine, you remember them girls, the one who went away to Bali, Run DMC, the father for them girls.
Mm-hmm.
When he used to be at the end of the show, he used to be in the bathtub with his BlackBerry writing messages.
No, that's not
He's
him.
not the one that went to Bali.
No, that's not the one in Bali. That's the brother.
That's the brother.
Yeah, the brother. Yeah. That's what Trump reminds me. He seems
Uncle
like at the
Rush.
end of the day, he gets into his gold bathtub, gets his cell phone, and goes on Truth Social and just starts spewing whatever. Or like when he's on the toilet, you know, after a long day, he was just like, let me just tweet out some things real quick, you know?
What's the most outrageous thing that I could possibly say right now that would have these freaking monkeys, for lack of a better term, in an uproar? I agree. I think Donald Trump, that does sound Trumpy.
So there's another breaking news onto this story. Donald Trump's campaign released a statement on Kamala Harris's choosing Tim Walz as her running mate. Per usual, 2-year-old Trump says policies to allow convicted felons to vote. I mean, they're still Americans. It's no surprise that San Francisco liberal Kamala Harris wants West Coast wannabe Tim Walz as her running mate. Walz has spent his governorship trying to reshape Minnesota into the image of Golden State. While Walz pretends to support Americans in the heartland, when the cameras are off, he believes the rural America is mostly cows and rocks. From proposing his own carbon-free agenda to suggesting stricter emission standards for gas-powered cars and embracing policies to allow convicted felons to vote, Walz is obsessed with spreading California's dangerously liberal agenda far and wide. If Walz won't tell voters the truth, we will. How? Just like Kamala Harris, Tim Walz is a dangerously liberal extremist, and the Harris-Walz California team is every America's nightmare.
Can I ask a question? Who is it on Donald Trump's team that be like, yes, say that?
I don't think that anybody on Donald Trump team has any sort of control over Donald Trump. I don't think he has a PR team. I don't think he has any of that. I think that Donald Trump has said, I can do this on myself. I don't need you guys to tell me anything. I'm going to tweet what I want. I think that has to be. It has to be. Because somebody looked over your tweet and was like, send it.
That doesn't seem like the sentiments of a mature individual with a complete frontal lobe. I just don't understand. The things that he says are just so juvenile and immature all the time. There is never anything that he ever says that seems like it would come from a grown-ass man. I just don't get it.
Like your statement after the vice president pick.
Yeah.
Like, who said that about... What's his name? J.D. Vance. He don't even got a real name.
Just dumb Vance.
Just dumb.
That's what they call him on The View. It's so embarrassing. And then what's more embarrassing is that there are people who hear the foolishness that he says and be like, yeah, you said it. What is that?
That's my president.
That's crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. Donald Trump uses 50 Cent's Many Men for Gen Z voters. That's his song that he comes out to, you know. Many men wish death upon me.
What's so sickening to me is that people will look at Kamala Harris's Atlanta campaign kickoff and have so many things to say about rappers, and that's what they think about us, and she couldn't do no better, and she got a rapper. But Donald Trump is allowed to walk out to 50 Cent's Many Men, and you don't think that's pandering to black people? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go into the interview with Adam Stupid.
Back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about.
Look at this one in the front dancing.
Oh, this is really what he came out to?
Many men. Wish that one day I don't find no. Don't look to this guy no more. Have mercy on me. Take my life away. I put up with me.
Is that
that's three blackies right there?
Is that Aiden Ross? Is that his music?
That's his music that he played to him coming out.
Oh.
This one this lady in the front makes me know that it's real. Do you see her dancing?
Oh yes, look at her.
Look at her. She loves this song.
She said, "Oh, this is a bop." I'm walking out to 50 Cent's Many Men, no matter what, dig a thing. So Donald Trump is as defiant as ever, coming off his NABJ appearance. 50 Cent's Many Men track is still his theme song, despite producer Daryl Digger Branch's objections. Trump ramped up his presidential campaign Monday by hopping on Aiden Ross's kickstream to speak to first-time Gen Z voters. The ex-pres casually walked out to a track of 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying album blaring through the room, and he got a standing O. It's doubtful Digger was clapping. The producer recently told TMZ Hip Hop he didn't want Trump using his work, despite the fact that he's been a 250% streaming spike from all the political fodder. Young Thug's name also came up during the interview.
Oh, it did.
Trump's team informed him the incarcerated YSL rapper has been treated unfairly during his incarceration. Young Thug has complained about harsh conditions for a couple years now. On top of that, a judge was removed from the case for improperly denying the rapper bond. Still, it seemed like Thug was a newfound ally, and Trump, who said he's got to be treated fairly. That's what Trump said about Young Thug.
He said, I heard he's been treating him. Oh, Gary.
Well, they're going after him. And I hear Young Thug is being treated. I heard the name.
Yeah.
I heard it from other people where they say he's being treated very unfairly.
Very unfair.
So he's got to be treated fairly.
Please.
Why did we clap?
I'm so over it.
Why did we clap?
I
I just want to know, how come people are like, yo, that was a profound statement. He wasn't treated fairly. He was treated badly. He should be treated fairly. Yes, Trump, yes, yes. Get my vote.
I'm so sad. I'm just so sad that this is the world we live in.
I mean, Elmo could run for president.
A sheet of sheetrock could run for president.
Sheetrock. Trump ended the interview with his signature dance move for TikTok, and Aiden surprised him with a custom U.S.
Rolex.
flag-wrapped Cybertruck.
A Rolex too. Give him a
Y'all
Rolex.
are fools. Y'all are idiots is fools watching these idiots do idiotic shit.
Yeah. This story is really crazy. The deputy who shot Sonia Macy thought her rebuke in the name of Jesus indicated her intent to kill him.
What did you say?
Yes, that's what he thought.
Huh?
He thought when she said that meant that she was going to
Can
kill
you say
you.
that over, please?
The deputy sheriff who fatally shot Sonia Macy in her
Mhm.
Illinois home last month said he believed that when the black woman who called 911 for help unexpectedly said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," that she intended deadly harm, according to the deputy's field report released on Monday.
With what? Her glare?
Yeah,
with the spirit of the Holy Ghost, it was gonna remove itself from her body and come strangle him.
She was gonna kill him with that pot of hot water.
Terrible.
I interpreted this to mean she said she was going to kill me, Grayson wrote, adding that when he drew his pistol and Macy ducked behind a counter that separated them, he moved around the obstacle, fearing that she was going to grab a weapon.
What weapon? Yes. You sent her to the kitchen. You sent her to the kitchen. She was not going to the kitchen. She wanted to sit down on her couch and look for her paperwork. You said you should get up and go turn the stove off. So she premeditated that you would tell her to go turn the stove off, and then she would go get her super bazooka and shoot his head off.
Doesn't that add to the argument of his premeditatedness since he sent her in there to get a weapon?
Touche.
Grayson, a 30-year-old Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy, faces first-degree murder, aggravated battery, and official misconduct
electric
charges
chair
in the death of the 36-year-old Springfield woman on July 6th, which has drawn nationwide protests over the killing of black people by police in their homes. Grayson has pleaded not guilty. His attorney, Daniel Fultz, declined to comment on Monday. Macy's family has called for the resignation of Sheriff Jack Campbell, who has refused to step down, arguing that problems in Grayson's past should have precluded a law enforcement assignment. The family has hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who did not immediately respond to requests for comments by phone, email, or text. Grayson and a second unidentified deputy answered her call about a suspected prowler just before 1 a.m. Inside her home, Grayson directed that a pan of water to be removed from a burner on the stove. Grayson and Macy shared a chuckle as he warily moved away from the hot, steaming water. Sonia turned to face me holding a pot. I did not know the type of liquid that was boiling, Grayson wrote in his report 3 days after the incident.
What was it, acid?
I advised Sonia to put the boiling liquid down. Sonia stated she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus. She stated this twice. I interpreted this to mean she was going to kill me.
So after he got out and he Googled and he saw what this rebuke in the name of Jesus means,
nothing. He probably still felt justified in what he did. Macy's family has said that Sonia Macy struggled with mental health issues. She met the deputies at her front door by repeating, "Please God," and inside the house asked Grayson to pass her Bible. Upon hearing the religious admonition, Grayson then drew his pistol and barked commands to drop the expletive pot. Macy ducked behind the counter, rose up, and appeared to grab the pan again before diving for cover. Grayson has said he stepped forward and around the counter to keep Macy in sight, weary that she may have hidden a weapon.
He was going to kill her. She was going to kill him with the name of Jesus.
Yes. As I approached the cabinet, Sonia stood up from the crouch position, grabbing the pot, raising it above her head, and throwing the boiling substance at me, Grayson reported. I was in imminent fear of getting boiling liquid to my face or chest, so I shot her in the face. No, he said, which would have caused great bodily harm or death. It's unclear from the video whether Macy attempted to toss the pan's contents, and she was obscured from the view when Grayson fired 3 9mm rounds, one of which struck Macy just below the eye. Reports then it indicates he looked down to see the liquid had hit my boots, and I absorbed steam coming from the cabinet area. By the time he completed the field report on July 9th, Grayson had been placed on administrative leave. The document indicates he received department permission to review the body cam footage, the bulk of which had been recorded by the other deputy's camera. Grayson said he thought he was on when the two first met Macy at the door, but he didn't turn it on until just after the shooting. The other deputy's report was not part of the release, which included 7 other officers' reports of their activities at the site of the shooting, and all completed on July 6th and one completed on July 7th, heavily redacted before release, but by a duty who had a casual conversation with someone who was familiar with Macy.
I rebuke in the name of Jesus is a cultural phrase that often used in Black charismatic churches. It's typically said when someone feels like they can't control a situation or when they sense something demonic. The phrase can also refer to the idea that evil can be defeated by the name of Jesus. Yeah. It is crazy because I think that a lot of theories have come out, and I do follow the one that says the demons in him literally heard that and escaped out of him and killed that woman. And that's how I feel, because you could, sir, it's boiling water. You didn't want it on your face, your body, your head.
Right.
You go behind the wall in which you are in that room, or you can get further back. How far do you think she could throw the boiling water at you to kill you? So are they giving him the electric chair? You didn't read that part.
They didn't say it. They didn't say if they are. That's the end of the
Lethal
article.
injection.
They
Firing
need to do something.
squad.
They need to firing squad him while giving him a lethal injection
In Singapore.
in the electric chair.
In the electric chair,
Yes.
but they gotta bamboo him first.
Yes. All
Feather
of the
and tar him.
And the whole department.
And feather and tar him.
Yes.
And put him in the stocks.
All of it. The whole department needs to have the same. Maybe only him gets the chair, but everybody else needs feather and tar.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Bring on the horses.
A rocket attack at an Iraqi military base injures U.S. personnel. So that happened. I'm just going to read headlines now. Video captures a local political candidate physically assaulting teens. What is that now? That's a video, a YouTube video, where a local political candidate slapped one teenager and choked another in public at a restaurant Sunday in Miami-Dade County, and it was all caught on camera, according to police. That's crazy.
Got the clip right
Clip
here.
is right here.
Dade County, you know, that's the Miami. That's where Kodak Black and them from. So here goes the clip.
Alice Abovicus live in West Miami-Dade with the video for Sonella.
Calvin and Cole, pretty wild video here. George Bardmesser is expected to be released from jail later on this evening into the early morning hours. We've been wanting to hear his side of the story, as he is now facing 2 counts of child abuse without great bodily harm. Video shows him apparently placing one teenager in a chokehold and then punching another.
We were all scared. We were all nervous. We didn't know what was going on.
Video shows George Bardmesser, an attorney campaigning for Sunny Isles Beach commissioner, allegedly attacking 2 teenage boys in a restaurant. Sebastian Swells says his friends were hurt.
Sitting down, and he stood up, came behind us, and I was sitting next to my friend who got choked. And he just grabbed him, and he wasn't letting go even when we were pulling and everything until more people came up and took him off.
Why did he do that?
Then you see a second teen attacked.
He got let go of the chokehold. He punched my other friend.
It all happened during a campaign event at El Tropico restaurant along Collins Avenue in Sunny Isles Beach Sunday.
There was a couple of kids sitting in this first table here, and I don't know what they were instigating, if they said something that generated this gentleman to get up and put a chokehold on one of the kids and slap another one.
Bardmesser was arrested after the incident, placed in the back of a police cruiser.
He got out of hand. He lost control. Wow. And just should never happen.
The teens assaulted were under the supervision of Sunny Isles Beach Commissioner Fabiola Stuyvesant.
Never bring my children to anywhere that I believe they're going to be in danger.
It's unclear what led up to the alleged assault. Stuyvesant believes it may stem from an existing political rivalry.
2 counts of child abuse.
Bardmesser facing a judge today.
Is that a question, Your Honor?
No, I'm telling you the charges.
I'm running for office actually in Sunny Isles for City Council.
Stop it.
Which is ultimately the reason why we're here.
He shouldn't have said that.
What?
And the judge ordered that Bardmesser have no contact with the 2 victims.
I don't think
that is the
he's
latest.
gonna get elected. But it was in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, he might get elected. That don't mean a damn thing. Putting your hands on some little liberal children.
That's crazy.
City council, here he comes.
They said Janet said the teenagers probably heckled the ash out of him and the kids were just being kids. Yeah, you gotta have a little tougher skin if you hope to hold office anywhere. That's crazy. What else do we have in the news? Hurricane Debbie blew $1 million worth of cocaine into Florida, according to the U.S. Border Control.
I could never be there. Why I can't never be there to get a break?
What?
I want to be swimming randomly on a beach and just be like, oh, well, there's a break.
Around 70 pounds of cocaine worth more than $1 million also washed ashore. They credited the discovery to a Good Samaritan, adding that the U.S. Border Control has since seized the drugs. The exact location of the discovery has not yet been confirmed. Wow. So $1 million worth of drugs. And then the French pole vaulter, the pole Francis Anthony Amoretti, $250,000 offer from a porn site to say, show your pole skills on camera.
I would say that so quickly and so loudly and such with confirmation. $250,000 to say something.
$250,000. He failed to reach the finals after finishing 12 inches. If it was me, I'd have roared you for what everyone else saw, your talent below the belt, he was told. As a lover of crotch-centric activities, I'd love to offer you $250,000 in exchange for a 60-minute webcam show in which you show off your goods minus the crossbar, of course. So we don't know. We have yet to find out if he has taken.
And just kind of rolling into our entertainment. You done there? Rolling into our entertainment, rapper T.I. arrested at Atlanta airport in case of missing identity. They were actually looking for somebody named Clifford Harris. It just happened to not be that one.
It's such a common name.
I know. Kalani is being accused of being in a dangerous cult by her ex, who seeks full custody of their child together.
And Kalani has come out as a lesbian, right?
I believe so. And then she has just been in the pictures with Chris Brown that also kind of gave her some heightened trending content right now.
What kind of call she was in, Kalani?
I don't know. What does it say there? Kalani's ex is reportedly looking to gain full custody of their daughter as his lobbed some accusations the singer's way. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the guitarist has filed a paternity petition saying he believes the Oakland native has been involved with a cult for the past few years, which then obviously raises concerns about their 5-year-old's upbringing.
Oh, wow.
Sir, cut it out.
Stop.
Cut it out right this minute.
You sound silly.
Stupid. Zac Efron hit bottom of the pool on a dive. He ingested water, but he is okay, I believe.
Zac Efron got yoked up. He was okay. They said that he was okay. I think he was kept for observation, but then they released him the next morning. He was okay.
Gotta be careful when you diving, people. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Rihanna spreads her wings at Crop Over Carnival in Barbados, looking like a goddess.
Oh, of course.
She's great. She looked and made this picture that they have in TMZ is horrible.
That's a horrible picture.
Yeah.
They don't have any.
Here it is. Here she is on. She looks regal.
Let me see
She's the
her.
queen of Barbados.
Let me see her.
She is the queen of Barbados.
I love her. Larry on the pause. Larry on the pause.
Oh, let Rihanna pass ball here.
She looks absolutely great in that. So I'm really glad that she got to go out and enjoy Crop Over and have a good time.
Can you imagine the stories them men will tell while drinking later on that evening? Boy, I tell you, they're trying to protect Rihanna from our crowd.
The Bajans don't like that when you guys make fun of their accents.
The comments.
Okay, they are very upset that you guys always.
Goblin, good mouth. I mean, what is this rap?
Watch Beverly come through here, Pastor Troy, Larry. All the Bajans gonna come out. Do not cancel us. We are sorry. We are sorry. Rihanna's Tory Lanez earns more money than anyone. He gets his diploma for high school and enrolls in college from prison. So big shout out to him. We read about him yesterday being able to record quality music, the prison tapes. I like him that he's a good marketer too. Prison tapes, quarantine radio, like things like that make sense. You know, had Tory Lanez not had shot my good friend Megan Thee Stallion in her foot and lied about it while being being here on a visa and things as such like that, I would have had a little sympathy had he not have done all of the bad things that led up to his 10-year sentence. Yeah. I would have had good things to say about him. But because he is not a good guy and he's very bad and he shoots women and he does all of those things, I don't like him, but I'm glad that he's able to record and
I mean, he's
go to
making the
school.
best out of a bad situation, and for that I commend him.
Yeah, me too. So I don't hate him. I just want him to be a better human.
Right. I hope he's recidivized.
The real story here is, who is the baby with? So right now, the game expecting another child at 44 finds inspiration in Jay-Z. The story here is, who is the baby with? Evelyn Lozada's daughter. At one point, the game was dating Shanice's godmother. So he was kind of like an uncle figure. So wait, who was the baby mama?
We don't know.
Well, I wonder how he drew inspiration from Jay-Z, a married dad to his wife.
Because Jay-Z was old when he had children.
Oh.
He was old.
He was old.
He was old.
He was like 47?
Yeah, because Jay-Z's like 60 and his kids are like 5.
He's not 60, goddammit.
Ain't he?
Well, you know, Jay-Z supposedly has a son out there.
That's not his son. Son has been, he's 54.
Right. He's 54, 60.
That's not his son? The young man that looked like him?
No, that's not his son, Tristan.
That's like saying that girl
That's
that
his
looked like
son.
him is his daughter. That girl
That's
ain't his
his
daughter.
son.
That
That's
girl
not
just
his
look like
son.
He refused to take the
He took no, because he's like, I never even know this woman. Why I'm taking the
He
test?
knew the woman.
I don't know,
the
Tristan.
woman.
That has been debunked many
He
years.
knew the woman.
Debunked.
He knew the woman.
And that's all we have for the entertainment
So
today.
wait, how old is Jay-Z?
54.
And how old are those youngest kids?
5.
Exactly.
Okay. Jay-Z's lost son, man, 30, who insists Jay-Z's Jay-Z's illegitimate son.
You illiterate.
Accuses rapper of abusing legal system for 10 years to avoid taking paternity tests as he files new Supreme Court motion to unseal decade-long case. I will win. The law is on my side.
Oh.
His name is Ramir
Satterwhite.
He's 30 years old.
30 years old.
I mean, Jay-Z was.
And he looked just like, look at him.
Show us him.
Look at him.
Show us to us.
That is Jay-Z's son. That is his son. Look.
Is he Jay-Z's son or does he just look like a camel?
Look at this. Look at the screen.
I don't see it. He looks like an Usher.
Usher's his baby. Usher's his daddy.
Usher's his father.
Hold on.
that's
wait.
That's Jay-Z's son. Hold
Do
on,
it again.
He does look like Usher. See?
Look.
Tony, look.
Somebody come look at this.
No, if he had Jay-Z's upper lip under nose, go back. No, he don't got enough space under his nose.
I wouldn't immediately be like, that's
you
Jay-Z.
got this.
Go to his nose again. Let me look. It's not the same nose either. Let me see his eyes.
It still look like him though. Got the same mouth.
He looks like Usher.
He looks like when they give a description for Jay-Z and then the cops just arrest anybody.
Everybody said that was him.
That's like, oh, you match the description. It's a black man, nose, hair, chin,
That's Usher.
with lips. That's
I'm with you, Jay.
you got it bad. No, it do. If you look quick, it could be Jay-Z at 17, but this man is 30.
Was fine.
And then the only thing that also dispels this is that Jay-Z's kids literally look like Jay-Z.
Exactly.
They are
like
they
him.
are 100%.
There's no doubt that Jay-Z is the father of those other 3 children. And this one is just like,
There's also no doubt that Jay-Z is my father.
yeah.
And I should sue. You know what? I'm going to sue as well. I'm going to sue as well because I'm Jay-Z's illegitimate son as well. And I want my birthright back.
Goodbye. Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.
Exactly.
We'll see you guys.
Bye,
We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Be great. Stay dry. And don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bobby Seals is up next.
To Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind.